Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Delta Entertainment. I am your host, Lego Kenobi. And before we get started, I would like you guys to please hit that like button and please subscribe to my channel. Would appreciate that very, very much. All right, let's get into this. So, we got an update on Resident Evil, the reboot that is going on. And I believe this does look very promising. It does look very promising. So, let's take a read of this and see what you guys think. Here we go. Zach Krager's Resident Evil reboot reportedly eyeing a Nora star Mickey Madison for female role. So they may have gotten their male lead actor, and now they found the female lead. So let's just see what is going on. So let me tell you about Resident Evil. The Resident Evil games have been a great franchise. It's been a great franchise on video game, and they try to adapt it to the movies starring Mila Djokovic, and I will say it wasn't exactly the story how it went, but it did good. It did good. But they focused it on the story of Alice, which is Mila Djokovic's character. They have focused it on her instead of focusing on Leon, Jill, Chris Redfield, Claire. They didn't focus on those characters. They focused it on Alice. So, but it was just her part of the story. But it was fine. And then, of course, they tried to do Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City. They combined part 1 and part 2 together, and that did not work out well. I wish they could have separated it. If they would have separated it, the movie would have done probably well. But then they did the Netflix series one, and that went out poorly, man. Very poorly. But this one, this time, it does look promising. But I don't know if it'll be good, but we'll see. Let's take a read at this article and see what you guys think. Fans of Capcom's renowned survival horror video game were ecstatic to recently learn that Sony was compelling a reboot of the original Resident Evil film series, which starred Mila Djokovic. Compared to Mila Djokovic, Paul Anderson developed films which included a number of original characters and story twists. The reboot is said to be far more true to the storyline of Capcom video game franchise. Recently, Austin Abrams' Euphoria was offered the role of the male lead in the reboot, which is written and directed by Zach Krager, who did The Barbarian and Companion. Now, a report from the world of real states that a Nora award-winning actress Mika Madison is now in the talks for the female lead. Unconfirmed plot of the film is said to center on a hapless courier tasked with delivering a package to a remote hospital. He finds himself caught in the middle of an outbreak and must fight through hordes of mutated creatures to survive. While the storyline of the reboot is believed to be more similar to that of Capcom games, the setting does not sound like Spencer Mansion or Raccoon City, where the first 2 original Resident Evil games take place. Following the $1.28 billion worldwide gross of 6 installments of Anderson Djokovic's film series, Sony has spent the last few years grappling with finding a viable creative formula for the franchise's continuation. So, here we go with this part, what we got here. Sorry, I'm a little tired. Kayla Scodelario, Hannah John Kamen, Robbie Amell led a 2021 film reboot titled Raccoon City, Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City. It's grossed of $42 million worldwide of a production budget of $25 million. It didn't do that great, but I will say this. If you're a $25 million budget, it would need about maybe about close to $100 million to break even. And for being at 42, it did not make. So the film was also a critical failure, nixing any plans for a potential sequel, which that's what happened. Sony and Capcom then pivoted to Netflix with an 8-episode live-action television series released in July. In 2022, it starred the late Lance Reddick as a clone of Albert Wesker in an original story that contained elements of the video game series storyline. That didn't work perfectly as well. The upcoming Resident Evil reboot is currently set for release on September 18th of 2026. Shay Hayden, John Wick Chapter 3, The Pyramid, Army of the Dead, is co-writing alongside Kreger. Given the anticipated influx of opportunities following Madison's awards run, it's worth noting that she may not accept this role. Stay tuned for further updates on the reboot, as the current release date for the film indicates that cameras will likely begin rolling shortly. So, saying the release it's September 18th, man, next year. That's going to be tough. Now, I will say this. So far, Mila Jokovich's Resident Evil movies have been better than what we have seen in these other past Resident Evil stuff. So, I do hope things do work well with the Resident Evil franchise. I do hope it does work well. So you guys let me know in the comments, what do you guys think of this news? All right. So thank you all so much for watching this video. So please share this video, post a comment below. Let me know your thoughts about this. Do you think the Resident Evil franchise will be successful? Do you think it won't? You guys let me know in the comments below. So thank you all so much for being part of the channel. And I will be seeing you all until next time. Bye, everyone.